Hi, writers. Welcome back. This week we are going to really dive into writing with talking about the important things that sentences and our writing needs. So, for today, we are going to write sentences that tell about a picture and we'll make sure that we use a period at the end. So that's what we're going to focus on for today. Now, when we are writing sentences, there are three kinds of punctuation marks. They go at the end of sentences. So the first one is a period. The next one is a question mark. The last one is an exclamation mark. Now, a period we usually use at the end of a statement, almost similar to what we're going to do this week in literacy. The question mark goes at the end of a question. So we're going to use those question words just like we did in literacy. Everything fits all together. And the last punctuation is an exclamation mark. And an exclamation mark we use a lot when we're super excited or if we need to tell something that's really important. Now, Miss Lodato loves using hand gestures when she uses her punctuation. So if I tell you at a sentence, I use my hands, which are gestures. So here I'm going to tell you the first sentence, and it has a period. It says, the ant is looking for food. You try it. Say it with me. Ready? The ant is looking for food. Good job. We show a period, I call it my quick bounce because it's just a quick little dot, that period. So everyone show me a period really quickly. Great job. My next punctuation and gesture is a question mark. Watch me do the whole sentence for a question mark. Do you want a cookie? Watch me again. Do you want a cookie? You do it with me. Ready? Do you want a cookie? Good job. So question mark, because it's a question, I can go like this. I shrug my shoulders and put my hands up like, I don't know. All right. Go ahead and show me your question mark gesture really quickly. Ooh, good job. All right, my last one is an exclamation mark, and it's when you have really strong feelings or you're super excited or you could be super angry. So here's my super short sentence. It's recess. Watch me again. It's recess. Good job. I'm like, woohoo. All right, say it with me. Ready? It's recess. Great job. Show me your exclamation mark, your gesture for exclamation mark. Good job. So those are all the punctuations we're going to use this week. Today, we're focusing on just the periods. Show me your gesture for period. Yep, a quick one. Good job, friends. All right, my writers. So, we're going to learn about telling sentences, or Miss Lodato calls them statements. So there are sentences that tell us about something. They always begin with a capital letter and they end with a period if it's a telling sentence. And those periods tell us to stop. So watch me do our sentence right here. Max gives his dog a bath. Watch me again. Max gives his dog a bath. You do it. Ready? Max gives his dog a bath. Good job. And that sentence needs to end, and that's what the punctuation mark helps us. Now, do I have a period in between every word? No. I make sure the period comes at the end of my sentence, and it's a complete thought. Because I can't say Max gives, because that doesn't give me a complete thought, just like we learned last year. Or last year, Miss Lodato, last week. Alrighty. So when first graders write their sentences, we use something called cups. I'm going to show you what cups means. So cups, every beginning sound starts with one of the things that our writing needs to have. So C in cups is that you have capitals. And usually the beginning of our sentence, the word I and names have a capital. U is for understanding, which means your sentence is a complete sentence and it makes sense. You're not going to write a short sentence or a sentence that doesn't make any sense. P is for punctuation. What is P for? Yes, punctuation. And we already know about the 3 types of punctuations: a period, a question mark, and an exclamation mark. Good job. And the S is for spacing, which means we need to make sure that we have a little bit of space in between our letters and words, because they can't be on top of each other, then we won't know what we wrote. And that we should have finger spaces between all our words, because then it helps our reader. So when we are writing, we're going to use cups to make sure our sentence is first grade quality. I'm going to do one for you. So here I have a picture and I need to think of a sentence. Now I know my sentence needs to have a statement. So I see a bigger girl feeding a baby. So I'm going to write a sentence to tell something about the picture. Now, Miss Lodato is going to need to brainstorm and use my imagination. Does the picture tell me their names? No. Does it tell me where they are? No. But I can use my imagination to make a complete sentence. So here is my example. I took the picture and I wrote my sentence. Molly is feeding her sister baby food. Molly is feeding her sister baby food. Now, I don't know that her name is Molly, and I'm not sure that is baby food, but I am using my imagination, and I'm inferring what she's feeding this baby, because usually you wouldn't feed your baby a chocolate bar. So, let's think about cups. C, capital letters. Give me a thumbs up if I have my capital letters where they should be. I do. I have a capital letter for the beginning of the sentence, which also happens to be someone's name. U, check for understanding. So I need to make sure that I understand what I wrote and I was able to read it. And if it makes sense, does my sentence make sense? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up, it makes sense. You're right. P is for punctuation. Do I have punctuation? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yes, I do. Can you show me with your gesture what punctuation I have at the end of my sentence? Yes, a period. Great job. So I have my capital, I have understanding, I have my punctuation. The last thing I need is spaces between my words. Are there spaces between my words? Yes. This one I typed to share with you, but when I'm writing, I make sure that I have finger spaces in between every word so I can read it again and my reader can too. So for today's lesson, you are going to need your writing journal. You actually are going to need this writing journal all week, so make sure it's close by. And when you get your writing journal, you are going to turn to page 13, and it just has a box at the top with some lines. So that's what it looks like. All right, so on this, your job is to make sure that you are writing a complete sentence and tell about it. I want you to practice writing sentences or statements today. So you're going to draw an animal and write a sentence to tell about it. Draw an animal and write a sentence to tell about it. My challenge for you is to make it a juicy sentence. And don't forget to make sure that your sentence has cups, capitals, understanding it makes sense and is a complete sentence, punctuation, and spacing. and I know you can do it. So go ahead, writers, and get to work on page 13.